Now when you're traveling and you go through a town, some things kind of just like stand out to you. So right behind me is a sign that says free breakfast Saturday AM at 9:30. So coincidentally, I was coming through on a Friday, so I figured I'd stick around for the next morning for the community breakfast, and it already smells delicious. So, and you notice my hair's wet. I hope they don't mind, but I went in to use their bathroom and there was a shower in there. So I went back and grabbed a towel and soap and I took a shower. I hope they don't mind too much, but a shower was much needed on my part. But I'm very excited about this breakfast, and I think it's awesome what people are doing here, having a free breakfast every Saturday morning. I think that's what churches should be about, and I think every church should do it. So I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. Alright, this is a serious breakfast. They gave me a couple pieces of sausage, which are pretty much gone. You get eggs, and I got 2 things of French toast. That's plenty enough to fill me up. So, I'm very happy right now. Now everybody that was cooking today, they're all volunteers. They don't get paid a dime. What's really neat is some of these people are recovering addicts. One guy I was talking to, he'd been sober from alcohol for a year, and alcohol pretty much just ruined his life. And now he's here, he's sober, and he's here volunteering and giving back to other people that are dealing with issues like this. I met another guy that's just a traveler. He just travels the country on foot. He's got his backpack and he goes all over the place. Really interesting guy. Nothing is expected of you. There's free food, you can take it if you want it. That's pretty much it.
I had been hitchhiking.
This is a story about a skunk.
I had been hitchhiking. That was over in Texas, hotter than hell in Texas. I don't know if you've ever been in Texas before. But anyways, the darn thing, I decided to sleep behind the dumpster, or at least rest on this coal cement. I was out of the sun, security guard catches me. I'd fallen asleep, which I didn't mean to. And he chases me off, so I walk a little ways. It's almost nighttime. I'm not one to really hitchhike in the dark. Saw a field with tall grass. Thought, what the heck? I undid my blanket roll and covered up. Went back to sleep. Heard this noise. Woke me up, and what got me in trouble was I yelled. Instead of this laying there all nice and not panicking about this skunk, I yelled. Thankfully, I left on my shoes, and I ran. And that's kind of when I smelt it. And I came back to my stuff, my clothes. Thankfully, I left my food somewhere else because I was afraid the animals are hungry in a tree, like some people do. And it sprayed everything, my blanket, my clothes. I'm left with nothing now but my food to carry, and that was basically it. This is one of those days.
All right, so this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Right back here in this little pool, which I thought was a tide pool, is a bunch of tadpoles. So frogs and salt water generally just don't mix at all. So I imagine this is stream water. There are some streams coming off these hills here, and so those are coming down and then flowing into the ocean. So this either has to be rainwater or stream water, and I would think it's stream water because it's kind of like a stream right here. But when I saw these pools, I was like, oh cool, tide pools. I'm gonna look for some marine animals in here, and I get down here and I see tadpoles. Like, that was probably the last thing I expected to see. This ocean is insane. The Pacific Ocean is just crazy powerful. I mean, just all day, these big powerful waves beating on the shore, and it's pretty spectacular. Like, you're just hearing power being discharged right here all day. These huge waves are just hitting the rocks, and ugh. Don't want to be in that water, don't want to be near that water. Because that is cold, powerful water banging into big, sharp rocks. Not fun. Alright, so all this behind me, this is Simpson Reef. You can see there's a bunch of seals and sea lions and stuff back behind me on these rocks. And what I didn't realize is there's actually quite a variety of seals out there. I know next to nothing about seals. I'm not a seal person. Growing up in Florida, you know, you didn't really learn about seals. But I can identify at least 2 different species. I'm seeing a lot of harbor seals, and I'm also seeing a lot of sea lions. And there's actually 2 species of sea lion out here. I'm not sure if I could tell the difference between the 2, but there's Stellar sea lion and California sea lions out here. And so, a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it's pretty crazy to me to see this kind of stuff. And so this is just super cool, hanging out right here, watching the seals and the sea lions and all that stuff. It's just a bizarre animal that, you know, I've never seen them before, so this is really neat for me. And that's what this road trip is about, seeing things I just hadn't seen before.